right, yo, hey, I'm waiting on y'all to get in here. Get in here, you guys. The Mindful Mix podcast going live. Get on in here. We ready? All right, y'all, let's go. We going all the way live, the Mindful Mix podcast, and I told you guys we have some awesome and amazing guests that are here today. Mr. Catrell, all right, and Mr. Terris Walker. Y'all give it up for them. This is Detroit's own, okay? Detroit's own in the building.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. You know, it's your girl Cash Talks and your boy
Johnny Blaze.
Hey, we in the house.
Save Detroit.
Yeah, let's go. So we're going to do this interview today, you guys. First of all, I just want to say that I am so inspired by these gentlemen. Mm-hmm. I look up to them, so many things that they do. And John and I wanted to bring them on to, just talk about the industry of acting, actress, and all that to you guys today.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're trying to highlight what they're doing in the city, man, as far as with the film, because Detroit kind of taking over the film industry.
Yeah.
So I'm like I say, I'm proud to see you guys doing what y'all doing, man. Especially Cam, me and Cam.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm bringing this up because me and Cam met playing basketball, y'all. And y'all know I love basketball.
It's always sports, y'all.
Yeah, it's always sports with me. But no, we just want to highlight what you guys do, man. And
all right.
I love what y'all doing.
Yeah, we love what both of you all are doing.
I love doing it, too.
And appreciate you all. So we're going to start off, and I'm going to let you all introduce yourselves and talk about some things that you have going on currently. So we'll start with you, Cam, and then Terris, and you can go into what you guys are doing right now.
Okay. My name is Cameron Catrell. You can find me on Instagram at Actor Cam Catrell. I'm on Facebook, Cameron Catrell Sr., and all the rest of those other social medias, Actor Cam Catrell. I'm a director, writer, actor, model. Wow. Got my first movie out on Tubi, City Mansions.
My man.
Finally got that. It took me about 3.5 years. Thank you.
Yes.
To get it done and finally get it out there. Me and my boy D Sharp finally got that done. And put it together in our homegirl Mo. But right now I got and the series is coming soon.
Okay.
Projects new that's out now is What's Yours Is Mine. Some Parts Are True. Demented, The Carters, Scandalous.
Wow.
Those just dropped within the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't work. They out here working. Y'all ain't working.
Right. Working hard out here, y'all.
Oh, Surprise 3.
Surprise 3.
Surprise 3. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's a lot of stuff going on. So kudos to you. What you got, Terris? What you got going on?
With me, I'm a writer. I'm a producer, editor. I got a film company as well. I do it all, basically.
Yeah.
I need some help, but I do it all. I learned that way, so that's all I know. So when I do get help, it feels good.
Yeah.
3 movies on Tubi: Detroit Cable Connection, Cheddar Boy Malik, Stretch Money, Nisha Nashay.
Yeah.
My man Benson Brown starring in that. It's a host of artists. I be here all day naming them. That's on Tubi right now, so go check that out.
Yeah.
And then part 2 is The Cable Man.
Okay.
We shot that at Dennis Reed studio.
Yeah.
And then my 3rd movie is Running for the Mayor, starring Kwame Kilpatrick.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And that's on Tubi as well. So go check that out. Run 'em up. It's
There you go.
you know what I'm saying? And
That's what's up.
Yep, run 'em up. And currently shooting 3 movies. I think I could do anything. You know what I'm saying? But I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. Miss Rachel starring in one of my movies, my BFF.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's an awesome person, y'all.
Thank you.
She's awesome. She on time. She know her stuff, and she's a good person to work with.
Thank
So,
you.
like I always say, I'm looking forward to the future.
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Good
Likewise.
Good job.
Likewise. And we got some questions for you guys. But Terris, you named a few movies, and I did some research on you. Did some research, right? So you do have the Detroit Cable Connection Part 1.
Yep.
Right? You have the Cable Man Part 2.
Yep.
The Mayor, the Maintenance Man, and you have my BFF, the Regina Mitchell Walker story.
Yep. And that's my fiance.
Yes. And that's the one that I'm starring in. And so, that was one that you kind of brought out a character in me that I didn't even know that I could,
bring out.
Right. You know what I mean? Because
it's emotional.
It is very emotional, to play a character that has cancer. So it was a character that I had to really tune into. My mom passed away from cancer, so it was something that I had to, you know, I focused in on that. You know what I'm saying? And then thought about your situation and went into that character that way. That was a difficult thing.
Today her birthday.
Yes.
wow.
Happy heavenly birthday, baby.
Happy birthday.
happy
See,
heavenly
you
birthday,
see what you
absolutely.
started.
I know.
You see, you got me here now.
I
You know,
know.
and she taught me the game.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she went to school for editing there. It's funny though, because I got people coming over trying to help me. She trying to get over to be with me. She thinking I'm messing with these people. I'm like, no, they proofreading and editing. She came over there with a laptop, like, bloom. You see them squiggly lines? Yeah, right click. Wow.
Right.
Gave her a key.
Yeah.
Gave her a key on my phone. Like, handle that. You here? Because I learned. It's rare that a woman helps a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you taking care of them. So when I seen a woman helping me, I learned it.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
know, my daughter mother gave me some money back in the day, $800 to get a car. I told my mom, and she was like, "You better marry her." I came out the room like,
Mary.
but shit, mama said it. Though. She don't want you to marry nobody. Right.
Right.
And that's the keeper, and that's my man. So when I seen it in her, I just jumped on it, not knowing where I was going. You know what I'm saying? And here we are.
Here
There
we
you
are.
go. Amen.
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 And that's
I
why,
love that.
That's why I wrote the movie. My movies are based off me. The Cable Man, I was the Cable Man back in the day.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna ask you about
Yeah,
that.
I was the man. I met the man. The mayor, that's my vision.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because we need to get in these streets. You know what I'm saying? We need to get our peoples together.
Yes,
we just
sir.
do.
Yep.
I don't see nothing other than that. I'm old school. It's a problem. What's the problem?
Right.
I don't want to hear about the problem. Let's fix it.
Let's fix
Yeah.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Your heat out. I do heat and cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
The thermostat bad. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my theory.
Yep. Pull that up a little
Yeah.
bit. Yep.
So yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
There you go.
All right, I'm coming back over here to Cam because you know Cam and I got an opportunity to do a movie together, so I see how he is on set, y'all. And you know what the thing about it is with him is that he's so cool to work with. Stick to his stuff, but he is hilarious. Okay, beyond hilarious, and he taught me a lot of stuff just by watching him. You know how to just interact and be on a set and all those things. So, my first question to you is, what inspired you to become an actor?
It's actually I won't say it was an accident, but it was like the person who got introduced me to acting was Tokyo Faison.
Okay.
So Tok was my trainer back in the day. We was at the gym working out. So Tok was like, he told me he'd do these movies. I'm like, movies? I ain't seen even no movie. I'm not thinking we film here in Michigan
Right.
like 10
Right.
years ago. So I'm like, I'm like, if you ever want to be an extra, I let me know. So I'm like, I know I got the look, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about that. We working out. So he told me all he doing stuff, and he was like, this, I got something coming up. Just give it a shot. So I'm like, all right. I go to set. It was with him and Jamal Hines.
Okay.
We did A Lonely Place to Die, which is finally out now. So we did that. I was on set, and I didn't say nothing. I was an extra. So I'm sitting there just watching and paying attention.
Yep.
Then we got the shooting guns and all. I say, oh, you can do this and not get in trouble? I said, sign me up.
Do it. Let's do it. All right.
Do it. I was with. So then what is crazy is when I was a kid, I used to do plays. When I sat back and thought about it, God was just bringing it right back
back
around. This is
right.
where you're supposed to
Full
be.
circle, yeah.
This is where you're supposed to be. So I was like, when I did that with Tok and Jamal, I'm like, oh, I'm finna take off with it now. I love it.
Yeah. I love hearing that. Thank you for sharing that.
Right.
Yes. Can you tell us more about your background, like as far as what you have going, like that's out there that people can go see right now?
You can just go see. For one, go run up City Mansions. It's on Tubi. It just got picked up by Prime 3 weeks ago, so it's something. Yeah, and then I got in a couple festivals in London. I got in 2 festivals in London.
Wow.
Right. I submitted to a few other ones. I haven't heard nothing back yet. But go run up City Mansions. Go run up the Carters. Go run up What's Yours Is Mine. Go run up all of them. Go run it up.
Run it up, y'all.
Run up City
That's the
Mansions.
key,
Go run
right.
that up.
That's the key.
So Cam, can we ask you this, man? What's the process of getting into your character? Any character you done played in it.
Yeah.
You done played.
My favorite character so far I done did was with Coke and Tragan, Queen of Kings. And when Coke gave me this character description, I'm like, this Nino Brown.
Oh, wow.
I said, this is Nino Brown.
Right.
So I watched the movie a million times. So this time when I watched it, I really studied him, paid attention. So I was on there on Instagram and Facebook. I said, the new Nino Brown. I'm tagging Wesley Snipes, the new Nino Brown. But what I like to do is if I see a resemblance of something that's already out, I'll go watch it.
Yeah.
And then I just really, really study the script, do it in front of the mirror. Then I have work with somebody, make sure I'm on point, I'm on key, and just try to really tone into that character.
Okay.
And then I'll try to use like method acting too. So yeah.
Okay.
Talk to me about a little bit about that method acting. What you would,
So like for example, if this is a crazy example, but it was a time where me and my wife was bumping heads, right?
Okay.
So I had to go on set and be mad. So I just channeled that energy to that.
There you go.
That's
Good job. Yeah.
because you want to let people know who are aspiring how to kind of hone in and get into these characters. What can you do? What are some things you can do, to actually really get into them?
Yeah.
So I love that you shared that. Michael, I have a question for you too. So how do you handle, for somebody aspiring like me, how do you handle rejection, or if any, or criticism when you are trying to go out there and get these roles and you go for them? How do you handle that when you're rejected not to get them,
It don't bother me.
Well,
At first, in the beginning, I thought they was trying to, was favoritism, even though it's still favoritism.
It is.
yeah.
It's favoritism.
And
But I just learn. I just listen when they, give me constructive criticism.
Yeah.
I listen. I learn from it, and it don't bother me.
yeah.
It's just I get my little pieces I need to get from it and keep going.
Yeah.
Because everybody you can't cast. Everybody don't look the same.
Right.
So you need somebody who's short, tall, fat, skinny, black,
Exactly.
white.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can't get mad because this person got it who don't look nothing like you, and you mad they got the role. Come on now.
Right, because they had some kind of vision for
Yeah,
it.
they
You know
got
what I'm saying?
right.
So yeah.
Unless that director call you and say, "I wrote this just for you," and then go to somebody else.
Yeah.
Nah, okay. Now you being funny now.
Right.
So we gonna flip it to Terrence. Hey,
Yes.
Terrence, what do you look for in talent?
Realness.
Yeah.
For me, I guess my first two movies was about hustling.
Okay.
So I went out and got real hustlers. And it's funny because me and Rachel talked about this earlier.
We did.
I went and got a hustler to play a hustler role.
Yeah.
So all I got to do is say, hey, Malik, go buy 100 pounds from the cable man. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And he a hustler.
He a hustler. He know how to make it.
Yeah, even when he came in the door, don't touch my dough.
Oh,
That's how we be. Right, we be on that. No,
Right
hold
into
on. Let me
character.
look outside.
Yeah.
Got right to it. Same
Got
thing
right
with
to it.
stretch money. I need the dancers. I went and got dancers. Somebody who was shaking for me. So it's like I got who I needed right now. But as I got writers now, and they taking my ideas and putting them on paper. To me, that's magic.
Yes.
To sit down and go through and tell you what I want, and boom, here go a script, and then go through it and tweak it. Shoot, I'm stacking them up.
Yeah.
Because I shoot movies. So to me, a script is like the work. That's the bag.
Yep.
So shoot, I work every day, work hard, get up every day. So now it's like, okay, you doing it. We'll keep on doing it. And so I meet different people though. And more I do it, more and more people I meet. And one thing I learned, I'm dealing with people, I like to deal with people I don't know versus people I do know because they look at me different. If you know me, you know my heart.
okay.
But you still, some people try to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather deal with somebody I don't know on a professional level, and then we establish a professional relationship. So going forward, that's why I'm doing like with Rachel. My new cast, I'm in love with because they professionals, they grown, they on time, they doing what they supposed to. I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Nowadays,
it's a big change. I'm like, I can't wait to get to my BFF now.
know.
You know what I'm saying? I got stressed out over here. I say, I can't wait till it's over so I can get to these movies and going forward. I know who to look for, what to say. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm not dealing with a lot of people I know no more.
So with the Kwame movie, what was your vision for that? How did that come about?
Well, like I said, my movies are my first three, actually, all of them. My BFF was me and my fiance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I Think I'm in Love, Me and Her Again.
Dang, he was
Right. Because it's like I was her cable man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we met each other, we argued. We got to know each other. And she thought I was a typical dude. You know what I'm saying? I got different women in out my house, but they doing the script and all that stuff. So when she got to know me, she was like, "Oh, you ain't nothing like I thought."
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I wrote that movie, my BFF. So everything about the movies were my vision. So when Kwame came about, this I met. I've been knew Kwame, I just didn't know it.
Yeah.
Because we grew up in projects and all that stuff. But I seen him on Facebook one day talking about, I'm in Atlanta. I need a barber who won't push my hairline back. And I just laughed like, this must be the real Kwame.
Right.
So I inboxed him like, bro, I want you to be in my movie. I want you to say what you want to say. I want you to do it, whatever prayer you want to do. I want you to be you.
Yeah.
I didn't know this other Kwame. This the Kwame I know. You a pastor. And one thing I learned about him, he told me, he became a pastor. He ain't know nothing about getting pardoned. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, okay, let me be a pastor and I can get pardoned. He found God. And it's like, man, he said in the movie, I could do more here. And he started, and then God blessed him and brought him home. And he used.
So I'm not cutting you off, but you didn't know the mayor Kwame.
Nah.
You know the one.
The new, right. Because that's who I met.
Okay.
I heard all the rumors and all that stuff, but I didn't know him. So when I met him, sat down and talked with him, I was like, and you, like I said, he found God before he got pardoned. So that to me is dope. Now he coming out to us. You know what I'm saying? And the way, like I said, I inboxed him, sent him my thing. He was like, all right, brother.
All right.
He came out to the red carpet, did a book signing. I thought it was packed too. And I was just happy. I was ecstatic about it. Like, thank you. And when he signed off the release form, he was like, I don't know what I'm signing off to, but brother, I trust you.
Yeah.
And I ain't catch it.
Yeah, I got one of his books. I went to one of his book signings.
Yep. I ain't when my brother schooled me like, nah, he signed the thousands and millions of release forms. He don't know what your movie about. That's what he's talking about. I'm thinking he talking about the paperwork. He's like, nah. But he say he trusts you. You could be writing a movie about him negative. And that's why I was like, oh, well then shit, he trusts me. Right. That's what's up. And that's how he came about. I wrote him in. The movie was done. I was like, I'll write you in.
Wow.
So they added him to it.
Add him right to it. And he blessed me. And ever since then, I've been like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And that was actually the day me and my girl got back together because she came down. We split up for about 5 years. She came down and she was like, you doing it. I'm so proud of you. She the only person made me feel like a man. So it was like to see her say that, I was like, and I looked at Kwame, like, looked around like, man, we really doing this. And I gotta go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing. Like I said, I love it.
Yeah.
It's a passion that came about.
Yeah.
So I'm with it.
Amen.
That's something you got.
All right, Cam, we're gonna get back on you, man. What do you want the audience to take from your acting experiences as a person?
Yeah. That's a great question.
Well,
Wait.
I'm gonna put it like this. I know he's a support guy because when I tore my Achilles, he had tore his, and we didn't even know each other that good. But every time I called him, every time I inboxed him, he reached out to me, told me what to do. What'd you say? Water aerobics. I had got the food.
The treadmill.
Yeah, every time I called him, man, he was Johnny on the spot. We both was in the same predicament. He tore his Achilles, I tore mine. So I can honestly say that. But what would you want the audience to take from your acting?
As the character or as a person?
Yeah, the characters.
I mean, don't take them for real.
Yeah.
I mean, don't take them. They just characters. Don't take it serious. But I like when I'm on set. I like to leave a good impression. I like to. Now a lot of times I ain't gonna say when I'm done filming. I'll be gone.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Even if I'm there for 12 hours. 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I mean, once I'm done filming, I kick it, but then I'm gone.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I move different than everybody. Everybody will be done filming and sit there and kick it around, be there for extra hours, and then some BS might happen, some BS might not happen.
Right.
But I wasn't there. film and I just film and leave. And I still have a good relationship with the director and everybody else. I just when I'm done, I'm gone to the crib. Like Bernie Mac did. Bernie Mac, when Bernie Mac was done, he gone.
Yeah.
He ain't no after party and none of that. He just go to the crib.
He don't go to the Diddy at the party.
Because I don't know who was that actor that said when people see him out, they be mad at him what he do in
In
acting.
the movie.
It's not really him, so they be like, man, you did that. Yeah, I think it's the one who played with 50 Cent movie or whatever. He the bad little kid. But
Tariq.
Tariq. Talking junk.
He brought that character to life.
Right, he did.
It was a lot of people that was mad. They killed me off in Kings. They was mad. They was mad.
Like, y'all killed.
And I told Coke and Traeger, I said, y'all ain't gonna want to kill this character. They looking at me like Traeger talking mess. Yeah, right. You ain't gonna do such. I looked at him and said, y'all not gonna want to kill this character.
Right.
Soon as we said cut, they got over there, got the. We shouldn't have killed it off. Now everybody like, why y'all kill character? So they're trying to do something else with it. So we'll see. But yeah, I just want to, I had somebody ask about that one. What's another character? A lot of people want to see more of me in Surprise 3 as a lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
I played Will Lawyer, but they ended that. So
Okay. All right.
Dang, I really want to see you as a lawyer.
that one, I was Surprise 2 and 3, and then I did the lawyer for child support. That was a while ago. With me and Tristan, Beasley movie.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I know, right? All right, same for you, Terris. What do you want to, what do you want audiences to get out of, your films?
Ooh. Now, one thing I learned, everybody got their own lane.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lisa Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I talked to her, first time I ever talked to her for about an hour and 30 minutes. Woo. I was sucking it up, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she did tell me, though, everybody got their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Because my movies, when you see them, I'm quoting scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And I'm old school. I come from where mama used to put our medicine in our food so we can get it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm putting messages in these movies.
Right.
So you can get it. So old school say we got to go where they at. Okay, well, let me get in the streets. They hustle. I'm hustling too in the movie. Yep, but I'm still telling you about God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, we doing this crazy stuff. She's shaking it back there. Yep, but I'm still telling you about God. So my message is, I want to spread God's word. So my lane is where I'm at. I did dip though. I gave them what they wanted because, like I said, when I talked to Lisa, she was like, "Unfortunately, our people like the drama, the drugs, and all that."
Yeah.
So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna give them that too. I'm still gonna put my message in it." Yep. So I just like my own lane, and I'm not the same as everybody. Like you said, I'm different too. I want you to get a message from what I'm saying to the masses. I don't want to be known as a drug dealer. That's why my first 2 movies, I love them to death, but they not who I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the future. So that's why all my movies different too. Everything. And it's just one day I was just sitting around and it happened. I just started writing.
All right.
Started writing like, wow. And it took a fun. I've been doing this since 2010.
Okay.
Like Detroit, one movie. I got out the mud. I ain't have a camera. I ain't know how to work a camera. I ain't know how to do the script. I ain't know how to do nothing. But I never had a dream.
Yeah.
So when it came about, like boom, I chased it. I didn't know what I was doing. Got straight with FM 98. Probably the 3rd day I started. Blew up from there. Boom. And it just kept going. I didn't know, but I learned as I went. Yep. So
That's the best teacher though.
Yeah. Experience. Yep. Hands on.
Yeah.
Definitely. And, I was telling you earlier when we were talking, I was telling you how I love how real you are. And we do go by a script when we're doing your movies. However, you do allow us to just kind of flow. And that's what I love. Let people be themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
And I absolutely love that because it's so comfortable and natural to do.
And you can see it.
Yes.
As long as they don't drift off too far from the
Exactly.
story.
Right.
Yep.
And that's why I like to do the script is an outline. Some people verbatim. I learned that word. Somebody said it to me like, you want this for verbatim? It's not far.
Right.
No, verbatim. What the heck that mean? But and a lot of people, like I said, I meet street people. I know street people, so they can't read too good. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, just do you. I tell you the scenario, what I need, and let's go to it. You know what I'm saying? But to me, a script is the outline. And that's the scenario, what we doing, and let's go there. And I love being on set. You know what I'm saying? When it's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
That was
Damn,
pretty
have you
good.
ever had to do that?
Yeah.
What?
Just fall in suit, like go off the script a little bit long as it's
Yeah, I've improv before.
Improv, okay.
Yeah, a few
All right.
times. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen him in front.
Yeah.
I have.
But long as it's on the.
As long as
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if it's good, the director won't say cut and just
Right.
let us keep
Let it
going.
Yeah.
Going. Okay.
You know, yeah. Definitely done a
I
lot
did
of
that a
improv.
couple of times
Yeah.
too, and my boy was like, "Oh man," I said, "Y'all was doing good though." I ain't want
Say-
I let y'all go all the way out. One thing, you ain't went to jail yet. Well, why you ain't stop us? Because y'all was flowing.
Yeah,
They trying to
absolutely.
use
Right,
it.
and I did. I
And
tap it. I'm an editor,
Yeah.
so I know what I can do and what I can't do. And a lot of
Okay.
people do that too. They be like, "Oh, no, don't stop.
Mhm.
Keep going." So the producer gonna stop this,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
'Cause-
like a perfect example, Denzel on Training Day. That last part he did when he was like King Kong and got nothing on me.
Right.
That was
Right,
improv.
Was it?
Yeah.
All that was improv.
and that's why I was
Yeah,
so
you
good.
absolutely
Yeah.
right.
He said, I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna just let him go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that was improv.
Man, I found that out. I was like,
playing.
what?
Right.
Like it
Yeah.
did look like it was in the script, and it
It
was
did.
not.
It was so natural.
I know.
It just went,
Nobody knew.
It went hard.
I didn't know. That's the first. No,
Yeah, I ain't never heard of it either. So
That's good. That's what's up. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, y'all, let me ask y'all both: who would y'all like to work with?
Oh, that's a great question. I love that.
right. I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
I'm gonna sit over here and think
I
for a
would
while.
like to work with, of course, Denzel.
Yes.
We talking about anybody then.
Yeah,
I was limited to Detroit. I was limited to Detroit. Right.
Yeah.
I would like to work with. I'm gonna name. I ain't gonna go a lot, but it's a lot out there I want to work with.
Right.
But definitely, I want. Number one, I want to work with 50 Cent.
50?
Oh yeah.
I want to work on one of his shows for sure.
Okay.
I would like to work with Michael B. Jordan, Denzel,
Mm.
Jamie Foxx, Kevin Hart,
Okay.
He got some good
Yeah.
budget.
Top tier. Top
Regina,
tier.
Regina
Top tier.
King, definitely Regina
Right.
King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top
You'd be
tier, right?
great.
Yeah, A-listers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I guess I could say Ice Cube.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know.
That was
that's
he
dope.
inspired me from day one. When he started doing his movies and everything, how he switched over.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I was like, wow, he took it there. You know what I'm saying? And he producing them and he writing them and acting in them. I say, that's what I'm talking.
But Terry, you know what he said? The same thing you said. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
He was going off a whim. You know.
Yep, off the one.
Yep.
Because he was rapping. He was in the
Right. He was in one
So he didn't
thing
really know. Yeah.
because I rehab houses.
Mm.
That's how I make my money. So it's like this came across. I ain't know I was selling DVDs. And the girl, a little friend, I was selling my DVD, my movies on DVD. And then the girl had at my house one day. I'm putting it in. She like, "What is you doing? Put my movie in. It ain't on Tubi. What the fuck is it? What is Tubi?" And she put me up on Tubi. And by that time, it's been out. I
Yeah.
just sat there all night watching movies. Like, this Detroit. I got married down there.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Sit down. And I got hooked on it. Then I heard they was making money off of it. I submitted my first one in. Boom. I was like, whoa. And then that's when I found out. I started listening to the critics. Okay, yeah, audio up. I ain't got no microphone. Oh, you gotta get mics in. Like, okay, the lighting bad. I ain't got no lights. You gotta get a cinema camera. What the heck is cinema?
Cinema, right.
You gotta get lens. They call them glasses.
He's telling his age now, y'all.
Oh yeah, I love my age.
His age is so crazy.
But the constructive criticism, I listen.
Yeah.
Because I figure, okay, he's saying or she's saying something about me. Okay, what they saying? Okay, now I got everything. Now what they saying?
Right.
Hey, can I get a script? Can you got any extra roll? Oh, the whole conversation
that's
done
gonna
changed.
come. That's
Right,
gonna come.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
The whole combo done changed.
Everything. Even my shout out to Ryan. He the man. He do my graphics.
Okay.
So I had to just shift it. I learned you can't do it all.
Right.
And if you do, something gonna lack.
Yeah.
And every time I sit down and edit, I'll be like, man. So I went out like with Lisa. I told her, what's up, Lisa?
What up, though, Lisa?
Hey,
I
Lisa.
told her, I watched her. And she in a whole nother room watching them. I said, how she do that? She got them HDMI transmitters. So that allowed me to say, okay, my camera off in there now because I'm doing it by myself.
Yeah, right.
So I'm standing over here watching all my cameras. Like, okay, now I learned about the markers and stuff like that. So it's like, man, I learned as I go and I listen. Some things sound good. I had my boy, what up, though, Beezy? He came through and rearranged all my cameras one day.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's wrong with my brother?
Right.
Yeah.
He was like, man, you need this. And I looked at it, I say, you right. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I do listen. If it makes sense, I roll with it.
Yeah.
If it don't, I let them know thanks, though. But I
You
value
still
it
good,
right,
yeah.
and keep it coming. Just don't be saying cut. That's my job.
That's your job. Right.
Man, don't use my toothbrush. We cool. That's only two things I ask.
Oh my gosh. So, Terris, to you, we were going to have another great person on set today, and that's our girl, Goldie. What's up, Goldie, girl?
What up, though, Goldie?
We miss you. And she was supposed to come talk to me a little bit about her because I know you guys have been working close together.
And
and wrote a couple movies.
I just met Goldie. I didn't know her personally, but the first time I seen her, she pulled up, I think it's a Jag. I thought it was a Maserati.
Okay.
So she pulled up. I'm like, dang, baby girl, bad. And then she doing her thing, boom, boom, boom. And then we had a red carpet event, Blue Ice. And then my man Jig, what up, though, Jig? And my sister, 36. And he was, introducing everybody. I'm doing the camera and the pictures and stuff. And he introduced her as the writer. And I'm like, she wrote the whole movie? He's like, yeah. Oh, man, because I write. I just hate writing. And I got to go there to write. So I got to be upside down, music blasting, light on, all types of sad ways to get in the mode. So I spoke with her. She came over one day. Sat down about 4 or 5 hours, about a quarter. She left, came back maybe like 2-3 weeks later with the script. It blew my mind because I'm like, she got about 65% of it. So she really listened to what I said. So when it sat and tweaked it again, boom, came back. Let's get to it. As a matter of fact, I got another movie in my head. Like, boom, same thing. I got another movie in my head. And she right. So I'm just
ideas got the pop.
Right. And then I shot him to my boys. Like, same thing with him. Like, bro, if you want to deal with me, you want to get in my world, you got to go this way. You need a script. I know we used to do things wild and back in the day, but now it's different. You got to have a script. We got to know characters. We got to get locations. We got to get budgets. So he went to her, wrote the script, same thing. We all sat together. Came up with the idea. She came back. Bam. Now we filming his movie. So I think that's the the average street cat. He can't put a script together, but he got ideas. So that's what she played. To me, she's very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And be honest with you, not flirting, but she reminded my fiance with the intelligence. I'm sapiosexual, so she real intelligent. And that's why I was like, yeah, you part of my team. I'm gonna stop all these, and I'm paying her. So it's like, boom, and get a percentage off of it, too. Because you brought to life what I got in my head. I could do this all day. I could make a movie about a light. I could think about it. I just don't want to write it.
Right.
And that's who she is. So shout out to Goldie.
Shout out Goldie. Because Goldie.
And I do like them pictures you just put up, too.
Y'all ain't see them pictures. Them some sexy pictures she put up. Okay.
Video vixen.
Okay, yeah, she is. I was gonna get into that, but yeah. So Goldie, she did Blue Ice was one. She wrote it. She did a couple of your movies. I think I'm in love. My BFF and The Maintenance Man. So she did 3.
And then
she wrote.
And then I got another one she writing. It's called Interrogation Room.
Okay.
So once I see she can do it like that, my mind just wanders. And I call her one day like, Karma. She's like, what? I was like, that's the next movie. Kicks a little game to it. So it's like, I want to keep them stockpiled because to me, shooting is easy. I rehab houses. I was knock out walls, floors, toilets. So to put a camera and lights and say go, and I don't say action. I say go.
He does not, you guys.
People, look, I got people like this. I be like, go.
Yep,
they still stand around. I be like, no. Oh, you don't know me. I say go. I don't say action.
I'm one of them people who did it. Okay. I'm like,
where we going? She's like, all right.
What we doing?
Where we going?
He's like, I don't say action. Okay.
Right. I just want to be different.
What I'm hearing from him though, y'all, we gotta take little pieces of this. He's consistent. That's the one thing you gotta do in life, man. You have to.
And that's life.
Yes, for sure.
Because I met John through my brother. And he spoke on you before I met you. My man John, say Detroit. And I think when I first met you, I spoke on Chin, my little brother, boom, boom, boom. Then I met you again at Woody D event.
Woody,
I did the video footage there, and that's when I was like, Wait, hold on.
That's the same John. Yeah.
Then when I seen it with Rachel, I was like, hold on.
That's the same guy.
Right. This is a nice circle.
Yeah.
It's a small world, man, because
Small world, for sure.
his brother's like one of my best partners, man. I went to college with Chin.
Yep. Shout out to Chin.
I didn't even stay in my own dorm room. I stayed at their house with him and Day. So shout out to my boy Chin, man. This is brother, his older brother.
What up, though? One is
how
older
small the
brother.
world.
Yeah,
It is
and
so
that's
small.
small. Right.
That's
and
small.
That's why I keep my name good.
I'm telling you.
Me too.
Right.
I keep my name good
Got
too.
to.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
telling
to.
you. Me too.
Yep. So.
Yep.
All right. So for both of you, this question is for both of you guys. What can you tell those aspiring actors or filmmakers? What type of advice can you give them, you know, moving forward now that they've heard you speak and everything? What kind of advice can you tell them to just keep them encouraged? You know,
Well,
trying to do their thing.
Listen. Constructive criticism can help you
Yes.
because it helped me. I didn't have no cinema cameras, no lights, no mics.
Okay.
I wasn't having no rehearsals or nothing.
Yeah.
Once I listened to everybody criticizing, I didn't take it to heart. Because when he said audio off, I do have to turn it up and then turn it down.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So what you saying? I need a mic.
Okay.
And so I said, okay, let me get some mics. So take criticism not as a hater, but take it to heart. You know,
Yes.
if you say something to me, your hands ashy. I got lotion this time. You know what I'm saying? Because my little brother said that to me last time.
Definitely.
So I took it to heart. He wasn't hating on me.
Yeah,
Right.
He's
let
like,
me know.
bro, right. Next time you gonna let somebody else gonna see it. First thing I said to you, I need some
As
lotion.
soon as he walked in.
Because of my little brother.
Yeah.
Right. So I ain't had no lights. I ain't had no mics. And I ain't had, so I looked at it like it was a lesson. Now we got writers. We're doing rehearsals. We got sets now. You know, so everything is there for us.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't go leave your passion, but listen too, because everybody ain't there. Shout out to Dennis Reed.
Yes.
It's different levels to this.
It is
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying? So when I first started, I listened to what they said, and it was true.
Yeah.
They ain't hating. It's true.
It's true.
Okay, they don't say it now. So I listened to it and move on. Follow your dreams. But some people, they just ain't got it.
Heck, you know.
Yeah, but listen to your dream. I mean, follow your dreams and listen to criticism. Just listen to what they saying and break it down.
Break it down.
Feedback is a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift for sure.
Yeah.
All right, you can.
For the actors, I say don't get in your own way. What I mean by that is take the classes. If you don't get the role, don't harp on it.
Yeah.
Keep going. Another thing, when you are in the movie and you try to get your footage from the director to post your reel, all you got to do is go on there and get the scene yourself.
Right.
And post your work.
your reel.
You need to post your own work. Whether it's a lot of actors here in Detroit,
Yes.
in Michigan, that don't. It's not even about sharing the movie to help the director. You're doing it for yourself.
Right.
Because you don't know who sees you. Because from 50 Cent to Tyler Perry to Kevin Hart, Will Smith are on social media and they watch.
They watch.
Right.
They watch. Yeah.
Exactly.
Even the directors you don't know watch that connected to them, they want to see who's next.
Exactly.
They want to see first faces.
Yeah.
So you gotta promote yourself. You your own brand. You're your own business. So when the actor wonder why I don't get booked for that, I don't do. And another thing, you are your own agent till you get one.
Absolutely.
So if you ain't out audition or casting call, I mean, or going to casting call, doing an audition, or going to a networking event, and don't nobody know you, and you ain't trying,
Exactly.
you ain't gonna get booked for nothing.
Exactly.
Who are you?
Right? Who you?
Preach, Cam. Preach.
All right, dog. He's gonna preach.
And then as a actor, it does, because that's be one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
A lot of them be asking me. The same ones keep asking me, and I keep telling them what they need to do, but they don't do it. Well, I don't get this for that. I don't get picked for that. I go on your Instagram. You ain't posting nothing. What you do?
Right.
You posting. You was drunk over here on Tuesday. You complaining about work Wednesday. Oh, it's Throwback Thursday. Let me post some shit for 20 years ago. What you doing?
Right.
Make this make sense.
I know, right?
So as an actor going into a director,
Yeah.
I took some of the acting. What I'm trying to say, acting. As an actor, I took it with me as a director,
Right.
so I understand what the actor feels.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
The
dope.
feeling.
So it's like when I did City Mansion, it took me a minute to finish it. I did a lot of guerrilla shooting, and I was trying my best not to have the actors on set all day, because as an actor, you be on set all day, it only got,
Half
two
done.
lines.
That's right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to get better with that. And then on that side, I try to get a team.
Yeah.
Because without a team, you ain't getting it done.
Right.
Because then you're wearing too many hats. Okay, I gotta be the director. I gotta act in it. I gotta help my DP. I gotta
Screenwriter.
grapher. I gotta write it. I'm helping
That's too
edit
much.
it.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Camera.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So you gotta have a team to get to this next level.
Definitely.
Yeah, and Detroit need to stop being so much crabs in the barrel.
Oh,
I'm telling you, if this city was to really
Come
come together and really, what?
oh my God.
Atlanta, New York,
be
Chicago, Hollywood couldn't see us.
Yeah.
Right.
We'd be
Could
unstoppable.
not see it.
Almost everything that's on Tubi and Prime is because of us.
Yes.
On the indie side.
Yep.
Yep. Shout out to the indie.
The actors, you gotta promote yourself. You gotta promote your work. You can get 100 no's as long as you get that one yes. I don't care if you ain't did no movies. If you go and just do a monologue,
Yes. Yes.
go and
yes.
remember something just off of your favorite movie
Yeah.
scene,
Do it.
and record it on the camera.
Absolutely.
And make sure your back, when you do your wall, ain't nothing on the wall. Don't have no bookshelf. Don't have no pictures.
Make sure your
Plain
stove
wall.
clean. The stove got to be clean.
Yeah, don't even be on no stove. Just have a straight plain wall. Like, come on now.
He's
There you
telling
go.
the truth,
Yeah,
man.
there you
Oh
go.
my God. He done
Don't look
So
into the
Cam, let's keep
camera.
that fire. Let's keep that fire. I got one more question. I'm sorry. One more question.
Yes.
What separates you from all the other actors? What would they get? Like he want to get you in one of his movies. What separates you?
I know number one is I post more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I post.
You do
I post. I post.
And that'll get
Say
me.
Detroit on everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That'll get me right there.
Because
Yeah, definitely,
even
definitely.
if I'm not the lead, now I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got no lines. I want to talk, but if I'm not the lead, if I'm supporting, if I'm a day player or something, I'm gonna share it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I got 3 scenes, I'm gonna mix them 3 scenes up within that month.
Long.
Yeah.
No, not even that. Make it long. I post one scene. I add a couple hashtags, tag a couple A-list celebrities, collaborate with him,
Yeah.
collaborate whoever shot it, and just be posting my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I post. Everybody say you post too much.
No, I
Don't
love
worry
it.
about
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do
Man,
what you do, what I do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
gets
free.
you out there. And
Yeah.
it's
Free.
And it's
Okay.
promoting you.
Right.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I post something every day.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask him a question. Y'all too. We had this conversation. Who benefits from a hit movie?
Who benefits?
Yeah, more, should I say. Now, financially, of course, the producers. But the face of the movie.
The lead.
benefit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
And that's what comes with promoting
But
it.
there's a lot of leads here who don't post.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's true.
Bro, they don't share nothing, bro.
Nothing.
Yep, and shout out to my guy Jigsaw, because going forward, we're putting that in writing.
Yeah.
Yep, you gotta put that in the
Yeah,
contract.
Put it
Yep.
in there for sure.
Yep, so it don't make no sense. So if any movie I'm in, I'll be telling everybody.
Everybody.
I don't get it.
Right.
And then, like I was explaining to you, I don't understand why a lot of people don't want to collab. Like,
Right,
I'm not
right,
gonna
right.
blow up off of you collabing with me. If we on a project together,
Together. We're
and
together.
especially if we in this scene together,
Right.
whether it's like it's a older movie we did together, and she didn't like a couple of her shots in the movie, but you shot it. You seen it, but you gave it okay to shoot this.
Right. Right.
Why not collab? I don't know how it came out. I don't know how that looked, but it looked good.
Right.
So I don't know why people don't want to collab, especially if we in this scene together.
Yeah.
We all
So
benefit
me,
from
you,
it.
and Vicky in that scene together
Right.
on Capping, I'm gonna collab with y'all two and Kev.
Exactly.
Because it helps
Yeah,
reach
it helps.
the masses.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have been listen.
This is good. This is good one here.
All of
This is
that
a good
right
one
there.
here.
I love this.
Yep,
Love it.
yep.
Love it. We are going to show a quick video, a quick
Trailer.
trailer from one of Terris films, and tell them the name of it.
Running for the mayor.
Running for the mayor.
Starring Benson Brown and guest starring Kwame Kilpatrick.
Let's go. We're gonna run that right now. Let's go.
Right. I love seeing myself on TV,
Yeah.
especially at other people's house.
Yes.
Terris Walker.
Here we go.
Oh, you got the full screen too.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the engineer.
Growing up in Detroit, it's a dangerous city. But I love my city.
Yeah.
We could all get money, we came together. But until then, same shit. Another nigga did. Yeah, I mean.
Terris! Terris! No! Somebody help! No! Terris!
Mommy.
No, so my wife with you as your wife.
You running for mayor, huh?
All right, mommy.
Man, listen, go hard. If you believe you can win, go hard and win.
Political power.
Yes.
Power.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay,
Listen.
twin. Okay,
Yes.
Thank you. And again, I could look at that and see the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In everything. Because I know back then, I call it school.
Yeah.
I was in school them days. And people still be shocked. Like, you ain't had none of that equipment. You got Kwame? I'm a G. That's all that is. Right.
Okay,
That's all that
toot his own horn.
Do you do ads on social media?
Nope.
For your movies and stuff?
I call people. my casting calls, I really call them.
No, I mean.
I don't post. I
Okay.
call Rachel.
He did.
I called the
Stop.
league. I know him, so I called them.
No. What I'm saying is, once the movie's out,
Oh, okay.
you do Instagram ads,
Oh,
to push
yeah.
for marketing, and do the ads and stuff to draw
yeah,
in
I know
people
what
to.
you're
Oh, yeah,
like,
to
take
come
the
in.
ads.
Okay, no, I ain't put me up on that.
What?
See,
Yeah,
there
I
you
mean-
go. Look at that collab.
Yeah,
Right.
there
And
you
then
go.
another
That's the
thing,
collab, right?
Now, when you at home and you watch a movie on your TV,
Right.
you know each device got 10 plays on there.
What you mean by a template?
So the stream, you can watch it on each. What's these things called?
Apps.
No, the ID number. What's that?
Yeah, I know. you're
Jason
talking-
might know.
What's that called? The,
IP address.
IP number, yeah, IP address.
Each
Yep.
IP address, you get 10 plays off of it.
Okay.
It might have changed, but like when you at the crib, am I at home? My movie playing on these two.
Yeah, I did
the
that.
other phone in the room, all the other TVs.
Yeah, I did that too with my
Playing
first
like
movie.
crazy.
Yeah, and I was
So
really.
you get credit for all the ones.
Yep.
that's-
Yeah,
okay.
man, that's that
after
collaboration.
15 minutes of being on. As long as that 15 minutes go by, you get credit for.
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's
okay.
awesome.
That's what's up.
And I did exactly what we used to do. Every TV out the door.
Yes.
And without no promo, a hard-working man, I was very impressed with the payout.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? And that's with no promo. I'm connected now. So
Yeah.
once we get the first movie, The Cellular, shout out to Udalo, that's my next movie, Red Carpet, next month, June 21st.
Yep.
Bianca Bad, shout out to Bianca Bad, and my man Johnny. That movie there is when I'm finna start doing the promo advertising because I don't want everybody to come to looking at my movies and they not on the
Yeah.
specs of the level I am on now. I don't want to spend tens of thousands of dollars advertising and they go there and be like, okay, the audio up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you see what I got now, like, dang. Oh, you did the Cable Man?
Yeah.
Oh, you did the Mayor too? Yeah, that's back in the day. So when I do go to advertise, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got good quality, everything to push out. I used to do my own graphics.
That's awesome. Thank you both. You all are amazing. This
Thank
is
you.
Detroit's
Yes,
own.
yes,
Okay, we
yes,
told
yes.
y'all about
We
the
told
talent.
y'all.
We told y'all about this talent that we have in Detroit. We're gonna keep this going. You guys inspire me every time. Every time I'm around them. Okay, they're amazing. So Cam, Catrell, y'all, give it up.
There you go.
Mr. Terris D. Walker. Thank you guys for being on the show. You guys
thank you
are
for having
amazing. You guys know it's your girl Cash Talks. All right. And your
Johnny Blaze.
all right, all the way live from the Mindful Mix podcast. We're going to keep bringing it to y'all. Let's go.
Let's get
That's
it.
good.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to see this. Right.
Here comes the night.
Nothing. I loved it.
That was